A very good morning, parents and our beloved students. We thank you all for trusting and believing in us by enrolling your children for the Movement and Me program at Ratna International School. I will take a few seconds to give you a brief on what Movement and Me is all about and its benefits. Shaping India are the pioneers in India to have introduced the kinesthetic approach to learning life skills and values. We are grateful to Ratna International School for giving us an opportunity to introduce our flagship program Movement and Me with them, and we are extremely glad to state that we have successfully completed the same. Movement and Me is a kinesthetic based yearly program for students which is a part of the school curriculum. Kinesthetic education is making every student an active doer through experiential activities. Your children went through 8 fun-filled sessions of the M&M program, which the school had opted for. 2 informal assessments designed by psychologists and educationists showed the tangible progress of each student. Assessments were divided into pre- and post-assessments. M&M was conducted by our professionally trained movers and expressors who make sure each session is imparted in a conducive and fun-filled way. Movement and Me's vision is to make every student an agile and observant achiever. It focuses on transforming their personality and helps them to face real-life scenarios with mindfulness, empathy, and confidence. Let us now have a quick glance at all the amazing activities that your children went through during each fun-filled session of Movement and Me. Each and every session of Movement and Me begins with an enthusiastic M&M signature step. Movement and Me makes its beginning with the most important facet of human life, which is I, me, and myself. We share the most significant relationship in our life with none other than ourselves. And that is the reason why our first life skill and value, self-acceptance, begins with the journey of accepting oneself as we are. Through this activity, children learn to love their body the way it is. They understand that their body is a gift and a blessing. We all must accept ourselves as we are because we are unique and wonderful. The importance of being proud of their individuality and identity is what children learn through this beautiful song. Another activity of self-acceptance taught students to be proud of their names. We all have beautiful names, and our name is always the first introduction to the world. Let's see how these children learn to be proud of their identity and names.
My name is Joy. My name is Sia. My name is Ashita. My name is Vanchika. My name is Avni. My name is Vihan. My name is Naisha.
Children loved this activity as they literally found a new identity and meaning to their names. After all, you all have named them with so much of love and affection. Next, we covered the important life skill of self-control. This was done through the bubbles activity. Just look at the self-control of these children. Did you all see how patiently the children are waiting for the bubbles to come to them without moving from their place? Self-control is a difficult life skill to master, even for us, isn't it, parents? But if we start making kids realize that it's not very difficult to control our mind and it just needs a little practice, I am sure our smart kids will soon have a lot of self-control in them. The next 2 life skills that were covered were socialization and discipline. Let's see how we taught the students the need for socialization through this fun activity. These children are trying to tie a friendship band to themselves, and I'm sure you realize that they are struggling with it. But now that they were asked to help each other and tie this band to a friend, they do it with so much of ease and happiness. Finally, man is a social animal and we love being around friends and family. अकेले जीने में थोड़ी ही ना मजा है, जिंदगी का मजा तो सबके साथ ही आता है. Children also learned that socialization doesn't happen without talking and sharing things about themselves. Have a look at this interesting ball activity in which children are talking and sharing their likes and dislikes. The next activity was all about learning to be disciplined. Children learned that to enjoy life, we must be in the boundary of discipline. Look at these children enjoying the balloon game, but within the boundary marked below. Once we step out of the discipline boundary, it will not be appreciated by our parents, elders, or teachers. The next two life skills and values were about the environment. Environment is an extremely important topic in today's world, and children need to be made aware of the environmental issues. In the first life skill and value, we taught children about respecting the environment. Grades 1 and 2 learn the importance of respecting water, and grades 3 and 4 learn to respect our own earth. Only when we experience things through our own body do we become more conscious about the environment. After learning to respect the environment comes the value of having empathy towards it and all the living beings that are a part of the environment. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Students were given an opportunity to become pet animals and a few insects during this activity. When you get a chance to actually live like an insect or a cat or a puppy, do you really understand what it must be to live a life like them? Grade 3 and 4 students experience the feelings of a caterpillar when humans like us try to crush them under their feet. And our little grade 1 and 2 kids became pet animals and felt the goodness of being helped and pampered by humans. Just like the way our M&M session started with a signature step, it also ends on a high note. Let's see how. This is how our fun-filled and learning-oriented sessions turned out at RRIS. I am sure the students have enjoyed every bit of it and have communicated to you the various life skills and values that they went through. Due to constraint of time, we were not able to showcase all the activities that the children went through. However, we are sure that children will have many more activities to enjoy and learn through during the next academic year. Our Movement and Me team was extremely glad to have interacted with such enthusiastic and smart kids, and we are sure that they too had a lovely time with all our movers and expressors. Students were really sad when they came to know that last Friday was the final session of Movement and Me. Look at the way they have showered their love onto our movers and expressors. Team Movement and Me would like to extend their heartfelt thank you to your visionary principal who realized the importance of kinesthetic education much before other prominent schools did. We would also like to thank all the coordinators, students, parents and the entire support staff of Ratna International School. Thank you very much and see you all soon in the next academic year.